Right then, guys, this is the match preview for the PSV Eindhoven game tomorrow night in the Champions League. Liverpool can seal top spot of the Champions League new format if they get a point tomorrow. So, I remember last time when we played, we thought we'd got it, but obviously Barcelona scored that last goal to took it to the wire. So yeah, point tomorrow, and we've got top spot position. After the game, guys, me and Seano will go live for a match reaction for 30 minutes or so just to go over it. It's a new thing we've started doing when we've watched the match and everything, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, in fact, I might even schedule it. So if you want to hit that notification bell on the channel, you'll get notified when we go live, actually. So yeah, as normal with these previews, I go through the stats, some press conference stuff, and I'll also do my predicted 11 and also the predicted score prediction as well. Predicted score prediction, that might now that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? So where best to start with other than some stats for you guys? Let's get these stats over and done with, shall we? So here we go. Hopefully it loads. There we go. So season so far, we are top and they are 19th. We've got 21 points. They've got 11. We've scored 15. They've still scored 13 goals, even though they've not done too well so far. I wonder if that's still into like the playoff round. I'm not too sure. Can't remember how far down that goes. The form guide. So Liverpool obviously coming on the back of 4 wins and a draw, and PSV coming off the back of 3 wins, a loss, and a draw. We've played each other 6 times. Liverpool have won 5 and drawn 1. The last 3 times we played them, in 2008 we beat them 3-1. 2008 again we beat them in 3-1, and then in April 2007 we beat them 1-0. So a few little match facts for you here. PSV have never beaten Liverpool. The joint most times they have faced an opponent in a major European competition without ever winning is also with Atletico Madrid. Liverpool have won them all. We know about this. We've just talked about it. PSV are unbeaten in each of their last 11 home games in a major European competition, winning 6, drawing 5, since a 2-1 loss to Leicester in 2022. Liverpool have won 12 of their last 15 away games in the Champions League, losing 3, with the Reds boasting the best win rate on the road in the competition since the 21-22 campaign of 85%. We're going anywhere else we're going to do here? Liverpool are only one of 2 sides with a 100% away record in this season's UEFA Champions League alongside Atalanta. Arne Slot is looking to become the 4th manager to win his first 4 away matches with a club after Claudio Ranieri with Chelsea in 2003-2004, Guardiola with Bayern Munich in 13-14, and Hansi Flick with Bayern Munich in 2019-2020, 2020-2021. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Salah scores. If he scores in this game, he will become the first player to score 50-plus goals for an English club in a major European competition, not including qualifiers. The Egyptian has netted 49 times for Liverpool across the Champions League and the Europa League. And then it says here that Mo Salah has scored 24 away major European goals for Liverpool in 38 appearances. Only 4 players have netted 25-plus away goals for one club, and that's Ronaldo, Messi, Benzema, and Lewandowski. As we know, guys, Mo Salah has not travelled, so he won't be breaking no records this game round. On to the press conferences then. So Arne Slot was asked about going back to the Netherlands, and he said that he's happy in England. I'm happy with Liverpool, with the team and the training ground and everything that comes with that. I've had a great time here in Holland, football-wise, but definitely in my private life as well. So it's always nice to be back. Not at the club I'm supporting, but nice to be back and speak a bit of Dutch once in a while as well. Now, this is the main thing. Liverpool have left behind a fair few players. If I just load that up for you now. So Liverpool have left Alisson, Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, Gomez, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Jota and Jones behind. Obviously, Gomez, Jota and Jones are injured. So, it is what it is. They're not going to be available anyway. So basically on that, he said that they don't need to prove themselves. We know the quality is for the players that are going to play tomorrow. We are playing like all teams in Europe, many games, and these players are ready. All the ones that are left behind could have played tomorrow, but for the long term, so it doesn't tell you anything about the short term, doesn't tell us anything about Saturday's game, but for the long term. If you look back at our season, it has been almost every time of 3 or 4 or 5 weeks we give them the break during the week when there was a League Cup or an FA Cup game. If there was a moment for them to get back some freshness back, we have always done that. Does anyone think that, I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm talking about the stuff that he says in these press conferences, I feel like it's such a mouthful and I struggle to say it. I feel like he just goes all over the place a little bit. I really do. Scroll down a bit, we don't need to know about all that. On PSV's form this season compared to last season when he was up against them, he says, of course, last season I saw a bit of them more than this season, and last season they were incredible. This season I haven't seen that much, and I think they've dropped a few points more than last season, but not that big of a difference. So there you go. On the plan for tomorrow for the Reds players who didn't travel to Eindhoven, he basically said that they will be off tomorrow. If it's possible, we always prefer to have them off 3 days before the game. That's not always possible if you play so many games. They will train on Thursday, so a few staff members will go back home early on Thursday morning to train with the ones that have stayed behind, but they are off tomorrow, which I guess is good. You know, like, it's good that they're going to get a bit of a rest. I feel like some of the players that are going to not go, I've not really had a rest all season. Gravenberch, I'm thinking about straight away there. Mo Salah, they don't need to go to this. It's a dead ringer. We're through to the next round. We just need a point. Let's give them a bit of a break when we can, as Slot said. Obviously, as well, this is Cody Gakpo going back to play for to go play against Eindhoven for the first time since he left them. And obviously, he was asked a few questions about that. He said here that it's a beautiful moment, a special moment for me. Of course, I'm looking forward to being on the pitch tomorrow. It'll be pretty strange. I think I've never been in the away dressing room. That's a bit amazing. So it will be the first time and on the other side of the walkout. So different than I was used to. But when the game will start, I will think of all those things will fade away and we will all be focused on the game. With the team we have here, we are going for the win. Hopefully it will be a good game. It says here that obviously what we've been mentioning already, that Slot's team are already guaranteed a spot in the last 16. And basically Gakpo continued to say, hopefully he gets a good reception from the fans. I think I've always had a good connection with them, so I'm looking forward to seeing them again tomorrow. I got the question from the manager about staying at home as well, but I didn't play 1 minute against Lille last week. Also, from the manager's point of view, he knew that I would probably like to come over here and get some minutes here. So that's why I'm here. I kind of thought to myself, you know, when we saw the list of players that were rested, I was like, oh, Gakpo's going. I wonder why that is. And then it popped in my head. I was like, of course he's going. Like, how is he going to miss the game against the team that he played against and grew up with and stuff like that? So, yeah. Some stats here as well for Gakpo. He's played 32 times and got 14 goals so far this season, guys. He's having a phenomenal season, is Gakpo. And then lastly, guys, I will just share with you now my predicted 11. So obviously, with the players we've left behind, I'm going with Kelleher in net as Alisson didn't travel. Bradley, Kwanzaa, Endo, Robertson, because I feel like Shimikas will play at the weekend. I've gone with a double pivot of Morton and Neone because I didn't really know who else to pick in the squad. Do you know what I mean? So they're the two that I've gone for. Chiesa, he starts for me. Harvey Elliott obviously starts as well. Gakpo picks up on the left wing. I won't be surprised if he plays the full match, guys, unless Jadon Dan comes on for a little bit. And then I'm going with Darwin Núñez up top. Again, this is another one of those games where Núñez has to get a bit of consistency and start scoring those goals. You know, hasn't managed it since he scored that goal against Brentford. Against it was Brentford, wasn't it? Brentford. He needs to get back to that again. Otherwise, as I've said multiple times, if he doesn't score another 15 goals this season, I think he'll be on his way in the summer, guys. I really, really do. So, anyway, we'll leave it there for you guys. That is my predicted 11. As for the score, I don't know what you guys are going to think about this, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think we might draw this one. I really do. Like, we may even get beat. I don't know. I don't know. My head's telling me a draw, so I'm going to go over draw. I think it'll be like a 1-1 or something like that. Not saying that the quality of the players are going to that bad, but I just think, obviously, PSV are a decent team as well. Yeah. This will be a good point as well to show, do we overly rely on Salah? So let's find out. And McAllister and Szoboszlai and Gravenberch, you know, all these players are not going. And we're relying on a young double pivot as well. So if that's the case anyway. But Anyway, guys, I've kept you here long enough. Let me know down below your predicted 11 and the score prediction for the game tomorrow, guys. And as I said, me and Seano will be back for a match reaction after the game. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.